Hola people! It's me, Wicked Red here, for another commentary session for you lot. And today, it's a Spanish Grand Prix. And today, sadly, I don't have any Spanish music prepared for it, but I can get some up for you lot, if you like so. But anyway, we are here. And as you can hear, this guy's talking over me. Anyway, first man out is a Red Bull in astronomy. Oh, well, it's not. It's another car. It's a Haas who's going to be out first. So I'll get everything up here. Let's see which Haas is out then. It's Edo. Edo Ita is out for the first lap time then. I'm going to get rid of that. Need a detail? Oh, I don't. You all know the tyre on. They're all going to be on softs for now. Anyway. Oh, yeah. So, Edo's going to be the first man to set a lap time on the board. Oh, if it doesn't spin halfway through it. I think he's fine after that little spin. So, let's get a few things up. So, there we go. So through turn 13 now. Spins it pretty fine. Off we go on the lap around the Spanish GP. It's Edo going to set us off then for the first lap of the day. With a new track change, we no longer have that chicane anymore. It's just a big swoop. So, no final chicane, so that means it'll be quicker lap times, but probably the same amount of laps. So, what sector 1 time is Edo going to do here? It's a 21.9. Great sector 1 from him. A decent from the Haas driver. As he's heading up into turn 7 and 8 here. Straight into turn 10 and 11. Decent there, kept it a bit secure. Obviously the new handling model will be a lot better to control the car. Round there now for the last corner, down the main straight. And where is he going to put that Haas? Well, now obviously we know it's going to be a 1 minute 13, nearly flat, and then McLenny comes out with a 1 minute 12.2. Great lap there by the Alpine. Last race's second place finisher. So great lap there by McLenny. It's going to be followed up by BCF Matt, my bad. And then Astronomy goes clear with a 1 minute 11.9, and then Jono with a 1 minute 11.9, slightly quicker than his teammate Astronomy so far. Red Bull 1-2, where have I seen that before? So Red Bull 1-2. Any news? I have no news on that one. You'll have to ask Josh for that one. I don't know if there's any news about it at the moment, mate. So that question is for Josh, unfortunately. I would like to help, but I don't know any news about it. So Bananas and Charizard going 9th and 10th, and Chesney Reese. So Chesney Reese goes to P5 and Wave Drake P4. So decent lap by the McLaren. As we know, he can be up there, but with the best so far. So there's TTP Pyro, who goes up to P6. Good lap from the Williams. Didn't have such a good race in Saudi Arabia, but better quality here. As we know, this is much more of an easy track to learn and to know. So it's not going to be that difficult for the rest to learn. I think I've had a problem for Matty Rambo though. It looks like he's had a little issue beforehand with his low on ERS. And his car is a bit dirty. So I wouldn't expect this to be a quick time, anywhere near the best. If it is, I'll be shocked. It's a 1 minute, it's what's above the 7th. So McLaren's 4th, 7th at the moment. So Slippy at the moment is the last one that the rest are so far who haven't done an outlap at the moment. Which is all still in the pits and haven't done a lap. So Slippy heading for sector 2 then with a 1 minute 51.9 through 7. I expect this would put him somewhere in the top 10. Astronomy coming out with coming through with Red Bull dominance absolutely at the moment 1-2. It's a very close between the two Red Bulls, as well as Slippy will just miss out on top 10 and the moment will put him in P11. 1 minute 13.4, 3/10 off Bananas, but he goes above separating the AlphaTauris at the moment. Kukabera setting his lap then, fastest first sector at the moment. The Mercedes just missed out on a P3 to Bananas, but hopefully definitely like to get on a podium this time to keep up, and definitely to beat Red Bull this time as well, to keep up their lead in the Constructors' battles, because it's a close one, only separated by 5 points. So they need a good result, and hopefully Red Bull get a bad result for them today to go their way. Because at the moment, Red Bull doesn't look like they could be touched. Oh, the only people who can touch the Red Bulls is the Red Bull at the moment. So here comes Kukabera coming around the final corner, then down the straight. He's going to put himself into P5 above Chesney Reese. Good lap time for Kukabera. The Mercedes will definitely be somewhat happy with that one. Only a couple of tenths off Wave, so can do better for a first lap. So Edo is on his lap as well now, so hopefully the Aston Martin, Jesus Christ, boy, the Haas will do better for himself. I'm pretty sure he is on the outlap because he has charged up the ERS. So Valet light time for Job Jr. So he's going to hope to do a better lap time then. Hopefully he doesn't invalidate from this main anywhere in this lap. So Astronomy is doing his lap now. So the Red Bull hopefully to go past his teammate Jono, who currently leads doesn't lead the championship anymore because he was not there for the Saudi Arabian GP. If I'm sound corrected. McClenny does lead it. Jono is P3 though. So hopefully in today's race he's hopefully to get a better result to fight back first place against Kukabera and McClenny. We're at the moment taking up second and first between each other. So Astronomy looks slow. That's I think that's him backing out the lap. As you see Jono on his outlap. So wide goes Drop Jr. Shocker as well on his lap. So the second Mercedes doing his lap now. Oh, it does look a bit dirty. Whether he's been in the bit of the dipping in the grass or gravel, it's beyond me. See what second two shows for it. Dips it a bit more in the gravel again. Limit 51.6. Obviously that will clear him out this top 15, but like 15th and above. This will definitely see him in about 6th, 7th or 8th. Or maybe 10th. Down the straight then, it's going to be a 1 minute 12.13. It does see him just 10th there, slotting only a couple of milliseconds behind Matt. So about what? Let's see. Oh well. Oh, Jono goes even quicker. 2 tenths quicker than his teammate. 1 minute 11.743. Great time there by the Red Bull of Jono. Clears about, what, let's see how many tenths he's cleared by. 2 tenths to Astronomy. That's a great lap there by Jono. Definitely needs to gain the points. Oh, Pyro goes P3. Better lap there by the Williams. Great lap by Pyro. As McLennan starts his lap, I'm pretty sure he was doing his lap beforehand. He has no ERS at hand at the moment. So he must have done his lap beforehand. 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go. So I'm guessing of these drivers now will be doing their second set. Or second runs. As we see back Charizard coming in. I see Slippy in the gravel there. Sponge start. It looks like he's had a bit of an incident or something. He's going off a little bit again. So Soil out doing his lap. Keeps it nice and tight to the curb, down the straight. Through turn 10 and 11 and 12 here. Doesn't apply too much traction, so he doesn't give himself a little unsteadiness to the car. As he heads through the final corner now, down our straight clears for Soil, going to slap his Aston Martin. It's going to be P10. Separates the Mercedes then, as we see it. Oh, Kaya, evening. Good evening to you, mate. As we see, the still McLaren separated by Matt, who comes in for his pit stop. Well, for his pit now. Alright, so everyone in the pits preparing to do their final runs now, as we are hitting the 5 minute 40 mark. So Bananas from a podium in Saudi Arabia. He's hoping to do another steady race and get himself near a region again, and AlphaTauri did boost himself up to, so I'm guessing, P5 in the championships. Does that sound correct? Yeah, picked that P4 in the championships, so that result did boost him up into there to P4. So 1 position off. Need to beat Aston Martin today. AlphaTauri, so they could keep up that charge and keep P4, unless Chesney Reese has a good result, because he didn't really make any use of Saudi Arabia DNFs on about the first or second lap, so he definitely needs to make up all that lost positions, or all those lost points, as I say. Hopefully do better. 4 minutes 50 to go, and Chesney Reese basically enough does his final run. Yeah, no, he will have time to do another one if he saves his ERS for 1 lap and then he goes again. I think he's put enough fuel in the car to do so. Yeah, he's done it with absolute fresh air to not turbinate the car or anything. So, Chesney Reese, sector 1 is faster than sector 1. For him, that's his personal best. As he brakes, yep. Heading into turn 6 and 7 and 8. Oh, messes up there. That's unlucky by Reese. Said he still has time to go for another lap. 4 minutes to go. Just needs to save his ERS on this run. His next run. Wave now. Ooh, messes up on the final corner when he was about to go do his lap. It's unlucky. He still has time to save his ERS and go again. Astronomy doing his lap now. Heading through 7 and 8 now. There's Astronomy. Takes a bit more of that sausage curve than I would personally would have done. But he is P2, so it's working out for him fine. The second 2 times rather be. Ooh, he hasn't improved, just barely hasn't. Sector 3, can he find that time he needs? Let's see if he wants a challenge for pole. He doesn't find 2 tenths. If he wants to be there, 3 minutes to go here. Astronomy will come across now the final line to put in a 1 minute 11.9. He has gone quicker, but nowhere near his teammate's time. Jono is going out in his final lap. At the moment, no one looks like they could get close to him. So he sets out the DRS. Down the main straight he goes. He's going to hit the speed of 200 miles per hour. Maximum speed down that straight. Great speed from him, to say the least. Heading for turn 2, 3, and 4. Fastest first sector. He has improved there from Jono. Mumbling on myself there, Jesus. All the way. There's Jono here now. Ooh, seems like he's messed up there. And it looks like he's going to save his ERS. Go again, gets out of the way. An Alpine, I'm pretty sure that was not McLennan, who was it? That was the Alpine of Drop Jr. As we see Astronomy in the gravel. So as we see the two Red Bull pairs then waiting to go again. As you've got 1 minute 30 to go. So whoever's on there not doing their lap now, it's over for them. Yeah, out lap now, I'll just say. So, Anti Rambo is on a go to do his lap. And Matt and Wave Tree sees himself onto P3. That's a great lap by the McLaren of Wave Tree. Pyro still his lap to do, and McLennan. So drivers below him still got laps to do. It will be interesting to see, as we see as we do see a house facing backwards, the most ideal. So the other McLaren, Matty Rambo, can do before we go on board with anyone else here. As Sponge Star has retired from the session, and Drop Jr. has, so they see themselves 16th and 17th at the moment. Edo as well, 14th at the moment. Charles Odd, 15th. Shocker also retiring from the session. He sees himself in P12. Not the result Mercedes won. Jono's retired, so that sees himself basically provisional pole at the moment. I don't see anyone else going to be beating that time, so I can go and call that pole position then from Jono, unless Pyro and McLennan can pull out some magic here on their laps. As we know, Dree can't go any quicker on his. As we see Matty Rambo, is he going to improve? He goes himself into P6. Good finish there to the end for McLaren. P3, P6. I think they'll be happy with that. Reese has improved, so I don't think that P6 for Rambo is going to happen stay for much longer. As you see, McLennan is down on his time there. Not what he needs if he wants to challenge for a front row. Heck, the second row even. At the moment, he's on the third row. As he sees himself staying P5, so he can't do any better. Pyro, can he do any better? Can he see himself in the second row with Jono? Well, he's on the second row, my bad. But can he see himself on the front row with Jono? Or is he going to stay second row with Dree? Chesney goes above Rambo into P7. Matt stays P8. Banana stays P9. Kookaburra's on his lap. So I could be wrong here. Some positions can come down. Pyro then coming around heading through now the final corner. Oh, he hasn't set his ERS anywhere, so never mind. He stays P4. I think he'll be happy with the second row then. Rambo isn't going to improve anywhere. Last man then to do a lap is going to be Kookaburra, down on his time. I don't think he's going to see him anywhere, so I think that is it for qualifying. As you know, Jono is pole position then for the Spain. I think he'd be glad to be happy with that. So, I'm guessing there's no formation lap, so I'll try to do the grid rundown as fast as I can. See race there, P6 for the Spanish Grand Prix. Right, grid rundown then. So, we see Jono heading to P1. As we see Astronomy, he has a 5 grid place penalty, so he will not be starting in the second row. Wave will be P2. So, P3 will be Pyro then. McLaren will be upgraded to P4. And then we'll have Reese into P5. Astronomy will drop down to P6. Rambo P7. Matt P8. Bananas P9. Kookaburra P10. Fasol P11. In 11th, 12th, Shocker. 13th and 14th is Edo and Slippy. And Edo does see himself having having himself a 5 players penalty. So he will drop to the back of the grid, promoting Charizard 14th, Sponge to 15th, and drop to 16th. So, Jono, the Irishman, takes pole position. I think he'll be dead happy with that, as he needs to fight and get as many points as possibly can now to gain the positions back that he lost in the Saudi Arabian GP. Whew, made long. So we wait for the drivers to settle their strategies and their fuel load, and that will be all. And finish off the setups, and then it will be a way to go for the Spanish Grand Prix. So, it will be not 5 light trailer just right. As now this thing is a little bit of a glitch. Oh, it's 5 lights and away we go then. Because that was a bit of a glitch last time. Quite by surprise then. So, Jono leads the way, gets a good start, covers off Dree well. Reese with a lightning start, could see himself into P3, heading through turn 1. Does he? He does! As we see Pyro skating away, McClenny does hold him off though. So he does drop back down to P4, but good start by Reese. Poor start by Pyro. Sliding around then by P4. Getting attacked now is Matt Rambo by Astronomy. As we see here, strategies for the race. Possible race strategies is soft to mediums, or mediums to hards, as they are looking like that's the most tight compound you are seeing now. So, Astronomy sees himself up to P5, overtaking Rambo. Rambo having to defend the Mercedes there. Jono had a great start compared to the rest. As you see Astronomy now getting passed by Reese. And Reese can see himself get passed by Rambo here. And he could see himself get passed by Kookaburra, but he tries to attack down the outside again. As Reese is... Oh, as Rambo had contact made by him by Kookaburra. So that's going to be looked at by the stewards there. That's unfortunate events by the driver for Rambo. And a good start, a good chance to attack. And unfortunate for him. So Jono does take fastest lap, almost 9 tenths clear of Dree. Dree had a decent start, but he wasn't that good enough to attack Jono down that straight, and he has to defend by McClenny. Has to defend McClenny more to say speak. So through turn 1 and 2 then, heading through 3. Is McClenny going to take back, going to take P2 from Dree here. Down the inside he goes, bit of contact made. But it's a bit of hard racing, but he gets the job done. McClenny gets by, he sees himself up to P2. Now Dree's going to have to defend himself against the quick Red Bull of Astronomy, who's done a good job off the start to get himself from P6 to P4 after that 5 place grid penalty. As you see Dree, a little bit of a weave there moment. Struggles there through turn 8. Anyone close, but almost catching up to Matt though. Could look for a cheeky dive and on the inside of him. He thinks about it, but backs out the last second. Sticks behind him. We'll stick with Astronomy, Kookaburra and Reese at the moment, as Astronomy could think about going to move there through that swoop corner. Heading for the last corner now, down the main straight. This way Astronomy does look strong, and he's going to get him here, down the straight. No fight put up potentially. As you know, Dree will have to try and defend, but never mind, he is putting up a fight, and it's going to be a good fight heading into turn 1. Left a minimal room there. Astronomy could see himself in the wall. He does. No damage looks like to his car at the moment, but he's going to be dropping down that grid fast as possible. He's going to see himself into P. He's going to see himself near the last. As we got the first retirement of the session of VSC comes along. As I see a broken Red Bull on the side of the road there. Not the most ideal. I don't know what's happened there. Virtual safety car then. VSC. as it goes. So drivers then saving up their ERS again. Wow, wow, wow. What a start we have had to the Spanish Grand Prix then. That's the ERS percentage gap between McLennan and Jono, 35%, 76%. McLennan would like to save here. Dre leave minimal room there for Astronomy. So it wasn't the most ideal thing there for Astronomy, as he did try and overtake through turn 1 and 2. Left minimal space there by Dre, and Dre managed to hold on, but it wasn't his best, as you see. Is it going to be green lights just yet? No. Cabrera then catching up behind. And Reese is just behind as well, with Matt trying to himself up to P6 here, and Bananas P7. As we're not green lights just yet. Shocker moved up to P8 from P12. The drivers are going quick here, so it could be. McLennan sees himself a drive-through penalty. Then he sped over the speed limit. Jono's going to be happy with that one. 5-second penalty for Astronomy. Not a good start from him. He had a good start off the line. Not a good lap 3 for him. 5-second penalty for him. He's going to suffer 7. McLennan didn't stay within the limit. He sees himself getting a drive-through off the VSC. So we'll see Dre into P2 and Kikabera up to P4 and Reese up to P5. As we see cautions, yellow flags again. And now he's going to be Edo in the grass. Don't know what's happened there. He's not going to be too happy with that. As Matty Rambo sees himself into points, it's P10. At the moment, Kikabera the only one out of the lot at the moment in the top 5 in the soft tyre compound. Just hoping he can get past some drivers. Bend box early as he can. You know, these softs do die out a lot. Or Reese struggling there as he watch from his angle. As we see Kikabera try and overtake Dre. As we see McLennan box for his drive through now. So is he going to get close here then? Kikabera. He has an attack to his ERS. Down he goes then. And I could see a double overtake there on Dre. With Reese as well as a Reese attacks, and Reese gets it done. He goes into P3. Dre drops down to P4. Lost 2 positions in a matter in 2 corners. That is unlucky there by the McLaren. Jono flying away here at the moment. 2.5 seconds is the gap as we have another driver off. It's Pyro again. Spinning around. Not so good for him. The Williams driver is not going to be too happy as he sees himself beached at the moment. So Pyro is currently beached. Oh, this is not good at all for him. He is beached. He might have to reset the track here. Oh, it's not good for him at all. As we go with the racing, as we see Astronomy now going past the beach, Pyro. As we see him disqualified then for being beached. That is unlucky by Pyro. So we got first DSQ of the session. It's unlucky by Pyro. Could have resetted the track there, but chose not to. As we see Reese now launching an attack on Kikabera then. Kikabera settled the inside line, but around on the outside Reese goes. And is he going to get the move done without making the contact? As we see Kikabera flying back up the inside of Reese. Great move there by Kikabera. Oh, no issues on my side, for sure, but migrating the host, it says here. I don't know if I've been I don't know if I have or not. Doesn't seem like it. My Wi-Fi's still fine, but oh well. You guys are still here, so it doesn't seem like it. I don't know if that is Reese disconnecting or what. But migrating host popping up. You see Edo struggling there. Well, I don't think so. I think it's just a bit of a glitch here. But we see Chesney Reese flying by Kikabera there. Kikabera struggled to defend without the ERS or DRS. So we see Reese move up to P2. We see Kikabera second attack here. Maybe not. It's Wade 3 pulling behind a bit more. Edo being overtaken by Rambo. So Rambo sees himself up to P9. As we see Bananas try to go around the outside of the Williams. Is he going to get the job done? The Williams seems still like ahead, and he is ahead still, but he goes around the outside now. As Bananas has the inside line compared to Matt. Matt's going to have to struggle, he's going to have to back out of it, and Bananas gets the jobs done. He's looking to P5, another fantastic race by Bananas. This is, now he has to defend against Matt with his DRS. Is Matt could think about a move down the inside of him? I don't think so, he's going to back out of it. And think about the main straights and have a go at him there. You see Edo could go back at Matt E, he does. And McClenny could have a go at Matt E and Edo at the same time, could get a double overtake done. But Edo had a bit of oversteer, so it stopped him from getting the double overtake, and he hasn't even completed the overtake on Matt yet. And he has now, and he will get the job done, probably get the job done on that main straight. So McClenny making up the moves to get himself into the points here now. Down that main straight he goes, and that's for Sol getting past Shocker there. Well, we're on board with McClenny to get past Edo, and he does. Gets that job done, as the Edo could be overtaken here by Rambo. As Rambo going through turn 1 and 2, side by side, and he gets the job done as well. So Rambo sees himself into P10, almost spins here. Edo almost goes into the back of him. Good save though by Edo to not to do so, as Matt did not get past Bananas here. As you see Matt getting a 3-second penalty there. Oh, that is unlucky by him. You're not unlucky by 9 times there. Maybe. Well, there's probably caused a sector 3 with Sponge Star having to move out of the way as he is now a lap car. Well, he was being overtaken, I don't know. For sure. No, I think that was Edo getting overtaken, never mind. Edo getting overtaken by Black Charizard. Which was my reaction. Okay. So, Dre, and following behind Kookaburra, and Kookaburra following a race to the Battle of P2. As McClenny is out for the fight at the moment, as Matt did get past Bananas. Bananas will have to fight here then to reclaim that P5. Another fantastic race by him. He's done fantastic in Saudi Arabia to get a P3. He's doing fantastic at the battle Matt here for P5 in Spain in lap 9 out of 33. The DRS you have here. This AlphaTauri Cameron guy how this is absolutely nice for Spain. He's going to follow right behind as Matt had a bit of a loose end there. And through the cup of one of the corners. Oh, Bananas slightly off and he's gone. He's onto the grass, and that's seen him down, dropping down to P. Out of the points potentially. The spins back onto the track. Stays out of the way, stays clear. He gets himself going again, which he does as you see him dropping down to P10. Oh, Bananas, that is unlucky. And Matt sees himself P5 then, now fighting. As Dre is now overtaking Kookaburra for P3 for the final podium spot. As you see Yellow Face in sector 3. Sponge Star DNF and then as a second DNF of this race. As you see Kookaburra with a beautiful outside move on Wave. Brilliant there. And he gets that job done. Now he's going to have to try and get back in that DRS of Reese. So then he can defend off this attack of Dre on these straights. I see Jono's been absolutely comfortable in this race. He's minding his own business now. P1, 2.3 seconds ahead of Reese. So at the moment it's still putting back at the head of the championship, I'm pretty sure. Which he definitely does need. But Kookaburra P3. Seeing keep P2, I'm pretty sure. McClenny P8 at the moment, needs a safety. I feel like he needs a safety car if he wants to find himself back into this race, because he's currently P8, 4 seconds behind Shocker. As we see Dre get a 3-second penalty. Looks like he's gone he's ran these enough track limits there through turn 1 and 2. So he's had his problems there, so he sees himself with the 3 seconds. 1.8 second gap now to Reese. Reese is definitely pulling the time back now to Jono. He's doing the business and trying to catch up. Can't afford any mistakes though. Not there. 2.1 seconds. And that's Rob Jr. getting a 5-second penalty in the pit lane. As we see Kukabera then, first person to take a proper pit stop here in the top 5. As I say, off the soft tyres he goes, onto the hards, and I presume he'll be on them for the rest of the race here. He's going to drop down into, what, P10? What did I say, P10? It could be P11. Yeah, it's going to be P10 here, Kukabera, and he's going to be right behind the Matty and Bananas fires. Bananas did get past Matty, sees himself into P8. Very good from Bananas. He needs to do a little road to recovery now, after the little spin he had earlier. When will Jono will race, pull the trigger though on these medium tyres? They can go for quite longer than the soft tyre compound. 12 laps is their gap for it, so we'll see. It's probably boxed a bit earlier than we would see. He's mainly on a 2-stop now, and he did box earlier on because he had a spin and had to damage his front wing, I'm pretty sure. All this to get off the medium tyres. I'm not 100% sure. So, for Soil, 7 turns to Matty now. Gain those times from 2 seconds. He's done well to do so. Jono's the first one then to box off the medium tyres. Onto the hards he goes. He's going to try doing an undercut on Reese. Unless he gets held back by any other car. Which wouldn't be the most ideal thing for him. As we see, Kukabera will fight now Rambo on this straight. As Rambo will defend. As he knows if he defends, he can get his teammate Dree a good potential podium position here. Unless he can stay with that 3-second penalty. If Jono stays clear of Bananas and overcuts Kukabera from the soft tyres. Bananas is only 8 tenths back. Kukabera is only 9 tenths back. If Jono would have found himself behind Bananas, they could have seen himself in a bit of bad luck, but he finds himself in clean air, and he's going to be behind McClenny. And McClenny, if he catches up in time, Jono does, he could see himself in real issue. Because then he will be stuck behind him, and Reese could get a potential overcut on him. I presume he could be the next one to box here out of these two, because he doesn't want to cover the undercut. And is he going to be the box? He isn't. Staying out. He's committed to the overcut now, as he has a Drog Jr. right behind, so he's going to get carried by the DRS here. Crucial for him, to say at least. Bananas has been overtaken by Kukabera. Kukabera is only 1.4 seconds on a 1 lap over the set tyre of hards. So not much in it. As we see Drop Jr., as you see another VSC. Drop Jr. is DNF'd out of the session then, or third DNF. I don't know what seems to happen to the car. As Matty Rambo's DNF'd as well. Matty Rambo's also DNF'd out of the session. Race. I don't know. Wow. So, 12 people remain. So VSC then to go. This is vital for Reese here, as the VSC will slow down Jono. So could the overcut, if it stays out long enough, he could get the overcut good and working, because he's gonna have a quicker pit lane stop, like because it'd be like a 20-second pit lane stop in it around that time. So he will have a quicker pit lane stop compared to Jono did. The VSC is a bit quicker than a normal pit stop. So if he could get a free one, a cheeky little free pit stop, and which he is, so the overcut, the 1 lap overcut has worked off for as Reese then into the pits as soon as we go green again. I don't know what this is going to do for Jono. This is Dave. This is Wave going to P1. He now leads the Grand Prix. Let's see where Reese comes out then. As we see a lot more people coming to the pit stop with Clenny and everything. Is Jono going to go by? He does. So Jono seeing himself by and Kookaburra. So Kookaburra gets past Reese as well. Oh, so the VSC didn't come out just too late. If he didn't just come out just before he got onto the pit lane, he would have been absolutely perfectly fine. So he sees himself 3 seconds behind Kookaburra. Kookaburra sees himself 1.2 seconds behind of Jono. Jono still has to get past his Mercedes teammate because they have those set of softs just to hold back Jono for Kookaburra. I don't know, it's going to be an interesting decision to make for the Mercedes team, whether to put up the fight or not. I think it's going to be easy. They will put up a fight, Mercedes will. So, will Shocker defend? He's going to have to defend now for Kookaburra. Jono 2 tenths behind. Thinks to go for an overtake here. Could push down the inside. Maybe not. He's incredibly close to the Mercedes of Shocker. He's going to have to back off a little bit. Kookaburra then, within DRS. No, he's not. As we see now, Wave 3 and Vassal both box. Shocker tried putting up the best of fight against Shocker, but he hasn't paid off at all. It's only made the gap a little bit better for Kookaburra. So Edo seems himself into P7, Dre ahead of Edo into P6, Bananas in P5. I think the only one not to pit yet. Get that being foul up, yeah, him and Edo and Shocker, only ones not to box yet. As he caution in 1, as we see Matt and Fasol making contact with each other. And that's going to put down Matt into P10. So in a moment, Kookaburra has been let by Shocker. Sees himself 2.1 seconds then. The gap has grew from 1.5 to 2.2. So Jono leads away then. We have two race leading changes, but Jono holds on to his position. So lap 17, Jono still leads. No mistakes by him yet. Chevrolet Races catch up to Shocker, who's on 17 lap old soft tyres, by the way. So those softs have definitely been drained, and he's going to be struggling for pace with those. Should have probably boxed when the VSC came out. So as you see, race then. Catching to that Mercedes, and down the inside he will go. The Mercedes will fight it around the outside, but the fight is minimal, and Reese goes up to P3. But Edo still leads, catching up to McClenny. Still hasn't boxed yet. And we're nearly hitting up 13 laps, nearly 13 laps to go, so on lap 15 to go. As we see Shocker now choosing the opportunity to box from soft to mediums. He's made those softs go to the distance of 18 laps. Mega stint from Shocker. That mega stint is going to be minimal because it's going to be put down to P8 here. But on the mediums now, it will be super quick compared to those of the hards. Let's think about doing the job now to try to take down Jono's time. It's separated by 1.9 and 2 seconds. Ooh, Kookaburra just slightly off there. Wider than he would have wanted to go. It's 2.3 seconds out now. It's Reese sees himself getting a 3-second penalty. Unlucky there by Reese. Any fighting going on anywhere else. Matt catching up to Shocker. And Banana's right behind. They also choose to box into the soft ties. So I'm guessing he'll be on them to the end of the race. So, sorry about the interruption there. Bananas going up to P9 then. Fastest lap as well. Fantastic there by Bananas. Doesn't seem to have him for the penalty. Lenny see himself get a potential P4 here. 9 seconds behind. He's definitely done well to climb back. What's the penalty time? Way over, got 3 seconds. We definitely need to find more time in it. For the moment, Jono again taking his own race at the time as we now reach 13 laps to go of this Spanish Grand Prix. So Jono knows what it needed to be done. Ooh! Caution is safe to 3. I'm guessing that is Edo. It is Edo. Enough on the final corner near the pit lane. Sees himself lapped, gets by Astronomy. So see Edo box then. I'm guessing has him out of this session if he retires. It could be just for boxing. As we see Jono nearly clearing Kookaburra to 3 seconds. Got to say McLennan's done well after that after that drive-through penalty. Sees himself into P5. He's done well to climb up the ladder for it. So a good result for him, and I think now he'll keep hold of his championship lead at the moment against Jono. He will secure at the moment 25 points. As we see Edo getting by. So at the moment, Jono 3 seconds clear of Kookaburra. Kookaburra is losing the time as well, not only to Jono, but to Reese. 1.7 gap for him now. There is gaining back the lost time he lost in the pit stops. About that, my brother wants me to do something, lock the door. Oh well, I'll see that later. So, Jono, then, 2.8 seconds, as Reese is gaining on Kookaburra. As we had on lap 22 of 33 now. This Bananas is catching up to Fasol. It seems I'm going to P6 here. You can see DRS activated on that set of soft. He's been flying on that set of soft tyre. Bananas have. And he goes into P6. Well done there for Bananas. We're proud of that overtake. Great job, P6 for him there. Another great comeback for him. He's down in the dumps earlier with a little crash. Well, incident. Oh, my control's disconnected. Shit. Hang on, guys. This is not gone how I wanted it to go. I apologise. I did not know my controller needed charging. There's nothing popped up. There we go. So, Jono still leads. 10 laps to go. Referee just now catched up to Kukapera, and he could get the overtake done here, and he has. He goes up to P2, but the 3-second penalty is going to hinder him a lot. So he's going to need to clear 3 seconds, and so as I see, Reese then made his way up to P2. He has got a 3-second penalty, so that's going to hinder him a little. And that pit stop error from his team definitely didn't help as well as. Ooh, that noise did not sound nice. The engine crack up at the Ferrari. So Kukapera really needs to do. He doesn't mind keeping hold of his P3 at the moment. Another 3-second penalty there for Tree. Still keeps in P4. So it's Kukapera then down this main straight. Could he overtake Reese? Oh, probably too far back too. He stays within a 4-10 gap. Well, this is all what he needs to do now. Just keep it close between him and Reese. Doesn't really bother to fight with him. Stay within the 3-second track. The 3-second pen. You know. And he gets that P2 once. So Jono dropping down the order then. 1.7 seconds. From 2 seconds to 1.7. You can definitely see that Reese is putting on the pressure then. He can't afford to make a mistake. If he can clear Kukapera, that'll be even better for him. Hold on to a P2 finish and make up the lost points for Ferrari. ARS was being used there by Reese. Game time on Jono and game time on Kukapera, who does have DRS on him. They're probably just sector 1 as we see a car should be getting out of the way. I think it's Edo. Could be lapped to get again here. If it doesn't that by Jono. So here comes Shocker then, on for Soil, round the inside he goes and gets that job done. Shocker, great overtake by him, sees himself up at the P7. Fantastic job by him. As you see, Reese then 1.7 seconds is the gap between him and Jono on lap 26 out of 33. So Jono is getting a bit of DRS by Edo. I think Reese will be slightly annoyed that Jono was getting a bit of help by Edo here. I think Jono wouldn't mind a bit of a DRS thing from him. You know, Edo doesn't really get out of the way of Jono sooner or later. Oh, Fasal foot back shocker, and that drops him down to P8. A couple more attempts here, and we could see Bananas retaking to keeping B6 score good. As we know, Edo is now retired from the session. 1.4 seconds into the gap between him and Reese and Jono. Bananas needs Fasal to fight Shocker if he needs to get anywhere out of that 3-second spot, and he has now. So that's P6 then. Or Bananas, as he's now that 3-second gap for that 3-second penalty. As you see, Kookaburra getting pulled by Reese. 1.5 seconds is exactly what he might need. The last 5 laps to go. Kookaburra now has a 3-second penalty. He's not going to have to get a move on now. I was hoping he could just stay behind Reese if he just kept it all calm and cool, but now he's got a 3-second penalty and he'll keep him P3. Reese will probably hold on to P2 here against Kookaburra, as he has got the fresher set of compounds. That doesn't mean he's got the more ERS and the DRS. So Kookaburra now has to put medal to the pedal if he wants P2 and 2 turns back. Can he do it? The inside line he's got compared to the outside of Reese, that's normally good for overtaking. He's got it done. So that's Kookaburra up into P2. Reese drops down to P3. And Jono will be happy with that, because Jono was losing hefty time to Reese. I think he'd much prefer Kookaburra behind him, and he'll have Reese behind him at the moment. I could be well wrong, because Kookaburra is doing well to close down the time. He's still 6 tenths back then to the Mercedes of Kookaburra. Kookaburra lift off there by Kookaburra, 5 tenths gap it is. A weave on the straight there. As we know, the DRS is powerful in this game. So we could see there Reese re-overtaking for P2 here, and he doesn't even need to go side by side through turn 1. He gets that job's done. Now there's 4 laps to go. Reese and Kookaburra will battle it out for P2 here. I'm pretty sure Jono is safe at the moment. There's no Fasal has been battling out with Shocker for P7. Which you know isn't as much as interesting as a podium finish, or a high podium finish. But it's something. As we see Fasal go around the outside of Shocker. Gets that move done. Shocker is going to be right behind the bumper though of the Aston Martin. I think Shocker will fight extremely hard as well. He's just going to drop back and back. There he is. And Fasal holds on then for a little longer. As we now heading back to the second Mercedes, was fighting out for P2 with Reese, and has now had himself a 3-second penalty. So he's going to have to try his absolute hardest down the next 3 laps, as we now got 3 laps left. So Kookaburra now has the DRS and the slipstream. Can he go side by side just before turn 1? No, he's just going to be a bit too far back to try for a move. 2 tenth gap isn't the worst gap at the moment. And we know the DRS isn't good around here, but the tyre age difference is going to be absolutely vital for these 2 drivers. There's like a 4 lap difference between them. I'm sure. Yeah, 4 lap difference between Reese and 3 lap difference between Kookaburra and Reese at the moment. 1.3 seconds. Reese is catching up to Jono. Slowly but little doesn't need to fight Kookaburra at the moment. If he needs to catch him, he needs to just avoid the DRS on that long straight for it. So Kookaburra 2 tenths back then. 2 seconds and Jono has absolutely flown away there. So as you see now, Kookaburra taking the outside line, but he doesn't need to do so. And then he gets himself overtaken. Ferrari. Reese now will drop back and we'll have it go again on lap 32. Or maybe still on this lap. So 8 tenths back then for Reese. He's slipping away here. Needs to be pulled back in his DRS forward as he can. McLennan gets overtaken by Bananas. But Bananas will defend it now. Will he get the job done? It's not just yet. As he has now got the job done on McLennan. Folds off P5 but will drop back down to P6. Oh, pardon me. What hiccups there. We'll see him drop down to P6 because of the 3-second penalty. But these two drivers done very well to come back from the back of the grid near enough. And get himself back into P5 and P6 positions from a crash and a drive through. As you see Reese then 7 tenths behind. To Kookaburra lap 32. Lap 33 is going to have one more shot at an overtake before. On the last lap. You see the last use of that DRS on the main straight. As you see Shocker getting another 3-second penalty. As he's falling back to 1 second. And Kookaburra is now in the DRS of Jono. 9 tenths behind. 1 second. As you see now he's dropped Reese. The Reese at the moment will be P3. Just 1 second. Is Kookaburra going to be getting the DRS for that long straight? They have one shot to overtake John. Because Jono has no one to challenge him so far this entire race. He's not in the DRS. And that was the last shot to use DRS. Chesney Reese now using all the ERS minimal he has to his car. The climb in the gap of Reese, the gap of Kookaburra, my bad. Any mistake by Jono now will see him lose this race lead. It's not totally secured as he might have thought. At the moment, 9 tenths separating him and second. Jono going to get over this final line in first place. As he heads round now through turns 7 and 8. All two drivers then into DRS. It's going to be too far back now, Kookaburra to do anything. So we'll see Jono then potentially come around and then be crowned the Spanish GP champion and take up P2 in the championship. As we now go on board with Jono, heads round that final corner, and he is the Spanish GP winner of today. Kookaburra takes P2 and Reese will take P3. Tree comes down at the final corner now, takes P4 for McLaren. They're going to be happy with that result. Bananas and McLaren is still fighting out for P5 here. One of these drivers will come out ahead. It doesn't really matter who, because McLaren will get ahead of the penalty because of the penalties. But Bananas comes round and then takes P5 on track, but drops down to P6. Yeah, Bananas is going to be happy with that recovery, and McLaren for Soil P7, Shocker P8. Astronomy finds himself into a point finish. He has had the worst of luck from P2, then a 5-place penalty, then had an incident earlier on, then couldn't find the right time with the pit stops, so he'll finish P10, and Black Charizard will finish it off in P11. But Jono here today is your race winner. He's going to be absolutely delighted with that. As we wait then for more things to be finished. Finish up there. And then we'll see the podium celebrations. So we see Jono then lifting up the Spanish GP trophy and retaking P2 in the championship for him. Kookaburra, I think will either stay P2 or take P1. McLennan will either drop to P3 or drop to P2, or he could stay P1. I could be wrong. But the three drivers there, well-deserved podiums from all of them. And there we go. I'll do a cheeky green rundown then for you at the end of the race. Jono then takes P1, leading the race, and then off start from finish. Kookaburra takes P2 and Reese takes P3. Waidri with a 6-second penalty with a winner mark keeps him P4. And he did have a good second start in quali. P2 start to P4. Ended P4. McLennan started P4, drops down to P5, but had a recovery from a drive-through. Bananas P6 made up 3 positions today. Fantastic job from him. For Soil P7 and then Shocker P8. Matt P9. Astronomy will be P10. The DNFs and Charles will be 11th. DNFs is Edo, Rambo, Drob and Sponge and Pyro. DNF, well, he was a DSQ and Slippy also with a DNF. Got the race director there. There's your pit stops. And I'm guessing that's it then, ladies and gentlemen. Probably will be seeing you guys probably with a commentary partner, hopefully. So I do sound insane when I'm doing it by myself in the house. Let's have a look see for the next race and where I will see you. So we head from the sunny lands of Portugal to the Iberian sister, a land next door to Portugal in Portimao. So I guess I'll see you there. And as they would say in Spanish, adios.